What you're looking at is the linkage, wiper linkage for a 2013 Ford C-Max. This was wore out. The linkage on this side just sits on there with a friction fit, and so over time that bushing wears out. This is a hardened steel pivot point here. So I've seen where some people drill that out and put a screw in there, but I actually broke a drill bit off in there, so that was out of the question. So what I ended up doing was I just flipped the bar around. So this side used to be over here, but this bushing wasn't wore out, so this is pretty thin steel, so you got to use a hammer pretty close to the pivot point, and this looks loose because the top of this bushing is wore out, but I had to knock it on a couple hits with a hammer, so it's on there pretty good. And this side, same thing. I had to knock it on with a hammer, so just flip the bar around and it should be good to go. To get to it, there is this air intake, then there's a cowl like underneath above the air intake, and then there's a cowl that sits on top to kind of enclose everything. So to put this back together, what I'll have to do is put this linkage in first. It's just 2 bolts, and then put the underneath cowl in. That's another 4 bolts. Put this air intake back on, just a couple bolts, and otherwise it snaps on. And then put the top cowl back on, and that's another couple bolts. So it's actually pretty easy to get to. It's just a little time consuming. Hopefully this will last a little longer. Online, new, the OEM is somewhere around $200 for this. All you can do is buy the entire assembly. So the OEM is $200, and then I found a non-OEM is around $100. But either way, it's a lot of money for a high mileage car. So see how this does. Here's the wipers working with that bar flipped over, and yeah, seems to be working all right. We'll see how long it lasts.